Hi, my name is Mayla and I'm going to be explaining the 3-digit plus 3-digit number equal a 4-digit number. So the conditions were that ABC plus DEF equals GHIJ. So the conditions that we found was that A had to be greater than D, B had to be greater than E, and C had to be greater than F. And additionally, the conditions were that G always has to equal to 1. So up here, the G always has to equal to 1. The next conditions that we found were that C plus F equal to J, B plus E equals 10 plus I, A plus D plus 1 equals 10 plus H, and A plus D equals 9 plus H. So after several different trials, I was able to find 1. So the numbers I found were 3, 2, 4 plus 7, 6, 5 equal to 1, 0, 8, 9. From here we can see that this number always has to be a 1. Remember the A plus B plus C, and the first number here always has to equal to 1. And we also found other restrictions that A and D cannot equal 9 and 10. So these two numbers up here cannot equal to 9 and 8. And we also need to keep in mind these restrictions that 129 plus 357. Remember that the restrictions that the first number in the 4th digit always has to equal to 1. So remember, you cannot have a 0 here. So this would not be a good example. So from this example, we can get other examples. For instance, you can flip the 4 and the 5, and the 2 and the 6, and the 3 and the 7. Remember, you can get different permutations of all of them. So now I'm going to show you a different one. From this one, you can get the next one, which would be 589 plus 473 equals 1062. So here we already have 2. So now we're going to get the next 2. So the next 2 were 6, 5, 7 plus 4, 3, 2 equals 1089. And the next one was 6, 7, 5 plus 4, 2, 3 equals 1098. As you can see, we're just flipping these numbers horizontally and as well as here. So your answer ends up just flipping these numbers horizontally. So here we already have 4. So we were able to compute a program, computer science, just to double check, and the program gave us 96 possible solutions, but there was only 12. So from the program we were able to find that there's 12 different possible ways to do it, and I'm going to write them all down. So the next one would be 7, 5, 6 plus 3, 4, 2 equals 1098. Remember that when we did the program, we kept the conditions that the first number always has to equal 1, and the first number cannot be a 0. So we put those restrictions when we also did the program. So the next one would be 7, 6, 5. You would just flip these 2 plus 3, 2, 4 equals 1089. And the next one would be 789 plus 2, 4, 6 equals 1035. And the answer for the next one would be 1053. And we would start the same. Plus to 64. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're missing 4 more. So I'm gonna do the 4 that I'm missing. So these are gonna be the next 4 that I was missing. 859 plus 347, 859 plus 743, 879 plus 426, 879 plus 624. As you can see, we are just flipping the numbers and making different forms, which gives us a different number. And with the computer program that we use a restriction that this has to be a 1 and not a 0. So the first number always has to be a 1. So we were able to find 12 possible solutions, which I showed here. And once you find one solution, you can just use permutations of all of them to figure out the rest of them. And that's going to be the end of this problem of 3 plus 3 equals a 4-digit number.